transcriptase by viruses not restricted to the retrovirus because of hepatitis B virus, a human virus, and cauliflower mosaic virus, a plant virus, also use reverse transcriptase in their replication process. But in contrast to the retroviruses, these later viruses encapsulated the DNA genome rather than the RNA genome as retroviruses do. Some transposable elements of eukaryotes, called retrotransposons, also encode and use reverse transcriptase as part of their replication cycle. In addition, reverse transcriptase capable of producing small multi-copy DNA, msDNA with the RNA template, have been discovered in DNA and have been discovered in bacteria. The retroviruses are enveloped viruses. There are a number of proteins in the virus coat, and typically 7 internal proteins, 4 of which are structural and 3 enzymatic. The enzymatic activities found in the virus particle are reverse transcriptase, DNA endonuclease, integrase, and protease. The virion also contains specific cellular tRNA molecules used in replication, later in this section. Feature of retroviral genomes and replication. The genome of the retrovirus is unique. It consists of 2 identical single-stranded RNA molecules, a plus complementary, each 8.5 to 9.5 kilobase in length. The 5 terminus of the RNA is capped and the 3 terminus is polyadenylated, so the RNA is capable of acting directly as mRNA, but it is not used as such. A genetic map of a typical retrovirus is shown. Although there are differences between the genetic maps of different types of retroviruses, all contain the following regions and in the same order: GAG encoding internal structure proteins, POL encoding reverse transcriptase and integrase, and ENV encoding envelope proteins. Some, such as Rhodes sarcoma virus, carry a 4th gene downstream from N that is involved in the cellular transformation in cancer. The terminal repeats shown on the map play an essential role in the replication process. The overall process of replication of a retrovirus can be summarized in the following steps. 1. Entrance into the cell via fusion with the cell membrane sites specific receptors. Fusion. Viral encoded and membrane but genome and the enzymes remain in the core particle. 3. Reverse transcriptase of one of the 2 RNA genomes into a single strand of DNA that is subsequently converted to a linear double-stranded DNA by reverse transcriptase, which then enters the nucleus. 4. Integrase of DNA copy into the host genome. 5. Transcription of the viral DNA leading to the formation of a viral mRNA and progeny viral RNA. 6. Encapsulation of the viral RNA into nucleocapsids. And 7. Budding of envelope virions at the cytoplasmic membrane and release from the cell. A very early step after the entry of the RNA genome into the cell's reverse transcriptase conversion of RNA into a DNA copy using the enzyme reverse transcriptase, present in the virion. The DNA formed as a linear double-stranded molecule and is synthesized in the cytoplasm within an uncoated viral particle. Detailed figures showing the complicated process can be found. The process depends on the several different activities of the reverse transcriptase. However, reverse transcriptase is a DNA polymerase, and like all DNA polymerases, must have a primer. The primer for retrovirus reverse transcriptase is specific. Specific cellular transfer RNA. tRNA, the type of tRNA used as a primer dependent on the virus and is brought into the virion from the previous host cell. In the case of Rho sarcoma virus, the tRNA used is a tryptophan tRNA. The overall process results in a final product that has long terminal repeats, LTR, which are longer than the terminal repeats on the genome itself. The entire double-stranded DNA molecule with the integrase protein enters the nucleus where it is integrated into the host DNA. The LTR contains strong promoters of transcription and are also involved in the integration process. The integration of the viral DNA into the host genome is analogous to the integration of the bacteria transposon into the bacteria genome. Integration can occur anywhere in the cellular DNA, and the once integrated the element now called the provirus is a stable genetic element. If the promoters in the right LTR are activated, the integrated proviral DNA is transcribed by cellular RNA polymerase into the transcripts that are capped and polyadenylated. These RNA transcripts either may be encapsulated into virus particles or may be processed and translated into virus proteins. Some virus proteins are made initially as a large primary GAG protein, which is split by proteolytic action into the capsid proteins, occasionally read through past the GAG region, involving either inserting an amino acid in response to a stop codon or a shift in a reading frame by the ribosome leads to a translation of POL, the reverse transcriptase gene. Other proteins are synthesized from spliced transcripts. When the virus proteins have accumulated in sufficient amounts, assembly of the nucleocapsid can occur. The encapsulation process leads to the formation of nucleocapsids, which move to the cytoplasmic membrane for final assembly into the enveloped virus particles. Not all retroviruses cause cancer, but tumorogenic retroviruses are quite common infection with one of these viruses can cause cellular transformation, leading to the formation of a tumor. Why are these viruses tumorogenic? It appears they possess a transforming gene, or viral oncogene, that encode a protein that brings about cellular transformation. This gene, known as the Rho sarcoma virus, as SRC gene, SRC sarcoma, encodes phosphoprotein that possesses protein kinase activity. Protein kinase bring about the phosphorylation of proteins, and protein phosphorylation is one mechanism for the regulating the activity of proteins. Transforming genes analogous to SRC have also been detected in human cancer cells. Interestingly, similar genes have also been detected in normal, that is, non-cancerous cells. These cells sequences are the proto-oncogenes and have been found not only in the mammalian cells but also in the cells of insects and yeast, suggesting that these sequences are of fundamental importance in the regulation of cell growth. Retroviruses are able to incorporate such normal sequences, which become altered and are abnormally expressed. Retroviruses are thus the agents by which such genes are transferred from cell to cell. As previously mentioned, on notable retroviruses HIV, the retrovirus causing AIDS, the virus infects a specific cell type, and the human a kind of T lymphocyte T helper that is vital for proper functioning of the immune system. In later chapters, we discuss the medical and immunological aspects of AIDS. Because viruses are not cells but depend on cells for their replication, viral diseases pose serious medical problems. It is frequently difficult to prevent antiviral drugs from doing some damage to host cells. Despite this, certain chemotherapeutic strategies have been devised for use against viral pathogens, including retrovirus. We discuss these in some detail later along with the chemotherapy of other viral diseases. Viroids and prions. So far in the chapter we have discussed the principles of viral reproduction, emphasizing viruses that infect bacteria and those that infect animals. The bacteriophages represent models, genetic systems, and they infect prokaryotes, organisms that are the major focus of this text. Animal viruses were discussed because several of them cause important human diseases. Some plant viruses also cause plant diseases, which have considerable impact on human affairs. However, it is not possible to cover all viruses. Here in Chapter 16, we will discuss some other bacteria and animal viruses and a few plant viruses. We also have not discussed fungal viruses. These viruses do not have an extracellular stage in their life cycle, although some do become packed into virion-like structures, sometimes referred to as virus-like particles. These particles are not infectious if released from a cell. Therefore, these elements are very difficult to fit into our working definition of virus. Recall that our definition of a virus is a genetic element that subverts the normal cellular process for its own replication and that has a mature infectious form that is typically extracellular. Although these viruses are not infectious by mechanisms similar to those of other viruses, they are transmitted by cell-to-cell fusion. This method of transmission may be because of fungi have very thick cell walls or because fungal cell fusion is a common event in nature. Most of these genetic elements replicate benignly within the cells that carry them. The yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae is known to have both double-stranded RNA elements and retroviral-like elements. There are a few known entities whose properties are at variance with the definition and that most scientists would not